Have you ever wondered why silence makes people so uncomfortable? It's like standing alone in an empty street at midnight, quiet enough to hear your heartbeat, but loud enough to drown out everything else. People can't stand it because silence doesn't lie. It doesn't flatter or sugarcoat. Silence is raw, brutal, and honest. And that's the problem. People don't want honesty. They want distraction. But you're different. You've felt that gnawing emptiness when the noise fades, leaving you alone with yourself. That's why you're lost, isn't it? You've been running from silence your whole life. Every scream, every fight, every fake smile. It's all been to drown out the one voice you're afraid to hear. Yours. Let me tell you something about silence. It's an art, a weapon even. It's not the absence of sound. It's the presence of control. The world doesn't want you to master it, because a silent person is dangerous. Silence forces you to face your weaknesses. Look around. Everyone's talking, moving, pretending. They fill their days with noise, distractions, anything to avoid confronting who they really are. But silence? Silence strips them bare, exposes their cracks, their lies, their buried fears. Take this for example. When someone wrongs you, what's your first instinct? To shout, to fight, to prove them wrong. That's noise. But silence? Silence is a slap they never see coming. You don't need to scream to be heard. Let your absence speak. Walk away and watch them crumble under their own guilt. Silence is power, control. It's standing still while the world burns, knowing you don't owe anyone an explanation. Here's the truth. Not everyone deserves your words. Every word you speak, every emotion you share, is a transaction. Most people aren't worth the price. They'll take your vulnerability, twist it, and use it against you. They'll smile to your face and plot behind your back. But silence? Silence is strength. It's the loudest scream, the sharpest blade. It's enduring without breaking, standing tall without needing validation. But make no mistake, silence isn't easy. It's not something you can fake. It's earned through pain, loss, and darkness. It's in the moments you want to scream but don't, when you choose to walk away, not out of weakness, but because you're strong enough to let go. Silence teaches you patience and resilience. While others shout, you observe, you wait, and when the time comes, you strike. Not with words, not with anger, but with quiet, calculated action. The world doesn't expect silence, and that's why it's so powerful. While everyone else reacts, you create. While they make noise, you make moves. But silence isn't just for them. It's for you. In silence, you find yourself, the real you. The version that doesn't need approval. The one who knows their worth, even when the world tries to tell them otherwise. Master the art of silence by listening to yourself, your instincts, and the truths you've been too afraid to face. Silence is not weakness. It's the foundation of your empire. And when they come for you, and they will, when they try to break you, that's when you'll show them what silence can do. Because silence is the presence of unshakable strength. You think you need their approval, don't you? Their attention, their validation. But here's the thing. They don't care. People are selfish by nature. They'll take from you until there's nothing left, then blame you for not being enough. But silence? Silence is your shield. It's the wall you build to protect yourself from their poison. It's the space where you can rebuild, piece by jagged piece, until you're no longer a victim of their noise. Silence is freedom. It's liberation from their expectations, their judgments, and their lies. You think silence is lonely? Maybe. But it's also powerful. It's where you find clarity and purpose. There was a man once, a nobody. He spent his life trying to fit in, trying to be what others wanted him to be, smiling when he wanted to cry, laughing when he wanted to scream. But one day, he stopped. He stopped trying, stopped caring, and let the silence consume him. And in that silence, he found strength, clarity, purpose. He became dangerous, not because he was unpredictable, but because he no longer needed their approval. And that's the most dangerous person of all. You want to be free? Stop listening to them. Stop letting their noise dictate your life. Embrace the silence and let it show you who you really are. The world doesn't care about you. It cares about what you can give. The moment you stop giving, it moves on. So why waste your time on people who don't matter? Why break yourself trying to please a world that will never be satisfied? Let them talk. Let them judge. Let them mock. Stay silent. Let your actions speak louder than their words. Let your success drown out their doubts. Your strength will silence their lies. Silence isn't just about shutting up. It's about understanding. Understanding yourself. Understanding the game. Life is a big, ugly game. And the ones who win aren't the loudest. They're the ones who know when to speak, when to act, and when to let silence do the heavy lifting. Every time you open your mouth, you give away a piece of yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions. But if you stay silent, if you keep them guessing, suddenly you've got the upper hand. Like a chess player, the most powerful piece isn't the queen. It's the one who controls the board. The one who sits in silence, watching every move, plotting every counter. Silence isn't just strategy. It's a mirror. It forces people to see themselves for who they really are. And when you don't respond, they fidget, they overthink, and they reveal their true intentions. That's your advantage. Silence forces them to expose themselves. But silence isn't just for them. It's for you. It's your weapon, your shield. It forces you to confront yourself. It reveals your fears, your doubts, your failures. And when you face them, when you stand tall in the face of your own darkness, that's when you become unstoppable. The world will try to break you. It will throw everything it has at you: loss, betrayal, failure. And when it does, that's when you stay silent. Not because you've given up, but because you're planning your next move. Like a lion waiting to strike, you wait in silence, knowing that when the moment comes, you'll move with precision and power.